Welcome to Silicon Valley Nonprofits, a service of KMVT Community Media. I'm Bev Lenahan, your host. Our guest today is Jerry Liu, Vice President of the Cupertino Library Foundation. Jerry, thanks so much for being here today. It's a pleasure to have you.
Well, thank you, Bev. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about and not much time, so let's get into it. The Library Foundation for Cupertino is certainly one of its greatest assets. So tell me a little bit about it. What's its mission and how is it organized? Tell us.
Sure, I'd be glad to do that. So first, so the Cupertino Library Foundation is a separate entity than the Cupertino Library. Many people get us confused. So the Cupertino Library is a public service offered by the Santa Clara County government. The Cupertino Library Foundation is actually a private nonprofit that's governed by a board of volunteers, guided by an advisory board of community leaders, right? And we were chartered in 1994 to raise funds and support programs for the Cupertino Library. So we've served the community for over 20 years. And in that time, we've raised over $3.5 million for library programs.
Wow. That's exciting to think about. And I would imagine there can easily be confusion by the residents about the difference between the library and a foundation. I think as people get wiser about fundraising these days, they appreciate how they can have a tax benefit from also making things easier for a community.
Right.
So the Library Foundation is certainly one way to do that.
Yes.
So what are they committed to, and how does the foundation go about that?
Sure. So so I think Cupertino is a community that really understands the value of innovation, learning, and personal growth, right? And so at the foundation, we support these objectives. Our strategic objectives for the foundation are to support lifelong learning and improve the quality of life in Cupertino. And we do that with two approaches, two main approaches, in my mind. The first is we sponsor a variety of different educational and entertainment programs. So for instance, we currently are sponsoring a set of science programs for middle school students called STEAM Leads in collaboration with the Cupertino Library. In the past, we have this ongoing series called Fusion, Science, Art, and Technology. It's an educational speaker series to engage we bring in experts in these new emerging topics in science and arts, and they come in and talk to the residents about what's going on in these new areas. We also have, over on the arts side, the entertainment side, programs. Let's see, a popular one is what we call the Fall Performing Arts Series, where we bring in these local groups to come in and they put on these wonderful music and dance performances. And another one would be a film series over at Blue Light Cinema, right? So we have a set of these programs. Another way that we meet our objectives, we recognize that a community is a big part of improving the quality of life.
Sure.
And so we partner with a number of local groups to serve the community. So for instance, in the past, we've worked with the Cupertino Rotary in renovating the teen room at the library. Currently, we have a collaboration with Blue Light Cinema to basically be able to host film and performance events where we need a lot of seating. And then we're actually currently working on a partnership with Silicon Valley Creates to tap into their expertise on creativity and run a digital storytelling workshop for our teens. So I would say that the impact of our foundation on the community really comes from the fact that we support and share these community values through our activities.
Tell us how people can help. Tell us how they can help.
Well, I would ask them to visit our website, cupertinolibraryfoundation.org. We have a place where people can contact us with their interests. We're always looking for volunteers. Of course, we're looking for donors. And if folks have the time, we're also always looking for folks to serve on our board of directors to help us run these activities.
Well, thank you for that, and good fortune in all you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bev.